And you can actually film within this app and import the clips into CAPCUT and further edit them there. So you can get a lot of the same effects from TikTok, but with a more sophisticated editor like CAPCUT, all from within one app.
Subscribers to this wonderful channel. Of course, this channel is not hacked. Very dear Michael Collin, I am a great admirer of your CAPCUT story. Your videos have already taught me a lot and will continue to do so in the future. The reason why I'm doing this here is prodding you some more to show more tips and tricks, but mostly because I have a question for all your subscribers here. I'll ask that question later. First, I'll explain how this scene is put together in CAPCUT. For this first clip, I used a piece of speaking Michael Collin. Unfortunately, I had a bit too much at the beginning and end, so we have to trim that. We use the delete left tool and then do the same with delete right. And our first 30-second clip is done. Then we copy this clip and place it above the other one. Select the bottom clip because this is where we're going to make the background disappear. Next to Basic, you have the fantastic Cutout button. Click this and then go to Auto, Cutout. In this, the background disappears completely while Michael Collin remains visible. In reality, this will take a while depending on the length of the clip. Right now, you won't see any difference.
Import the clips into CAPCUT and further edit them there. So you can get a lot of the same effects from TikTok.
Here we will briefly go over the use of layers. Go back to video and scroll all the way down. Here you will see the number of layers. You can prioritize each layer. Most important, the layer with the highest number is the most visible layer. If we go to clip 2 and next to it turn off the show track, temporarily make it invisible, only this will become visible.
And you can actually film within this app and import the clips into CAPCUT and further edit them there.
Time to build my own avatar. I will use a clip of a well-known newsreader that we will approach in the same way. Step 1. In the front and back, we crop the clip. Step 2. To cut out, and we check Auto Cutout. That same clip we are now going to crop so that I am left with only the newsreader. Behold my body. I want my own head as an avatar. I have a clip where I am talking to someone. We're going to crop this clip again. And again, the same story. Check Cutout and Auto Cutout. I now use the corners of my clip to reduce it to the right ratio. At the same time, I also adjust the angle of my head. All clips now speak through each other, and we have to adjust that too.
And you can actually film within this app and import the clips into CAPCUT and further edit them there. So you can get a lot of
I hide the 2 clips of Michael Collin so I can adjust my own head a little easier. One press of Basic and I can adjust my head here too. Slightly larger to 75%, and in the photo I try to get my head a little better on the body, so the newsreader is no longer visible.
A few moments ago,
Good evening, Brussels calling Mark Roos with a special report from the Studio Sports Belgium broadcast über World System.
I obviously don't have enough body on the timeline, so I copy that twice. And then put the top clip of myself right in time. There is obviously a problem with the layers. The copied part of the body is as the wrong layer opposite my head. The best thing to do is to click the head layer again and give it the largest number, 4. Remember that we now have 4 layers. Once this is done, I make a compound clip of my head and body, select the 2 layers, and then right-click to Create Compound Clip. That way this clip is much more organized. One more thing to do, I will add my voice later. This clip should not make any sound. Next to the tap video, you will also see the tap audio. One click, and I can now make the volume of this disappear completely. A first result. I am already partially appearing behind Michael Collins. Time for the lesson of the famous keyframes. The idea is that I appear from behind the presenter by using the keyframes. The first keyframe is clicked, and now I can resize and hide myself. A few seconds later, I place a second keyframe. While the second keyframe is active, I move my picture to the place where I want to be at that moment. CAPCUT will create the intermediate movements for me. Time for some adjustments. I move myself around on the timeline so that I come into the picture a little later. When I start talking, you can see my mouth moving, by the way. Michael Collin, of course, has to remain silent, which is devilishly difficult. His 2 clips are adjusted. And then a new clip is added where Michael talks beautifully to himself. From this clip, I really only need the part where Michael is making goofy faces at his talking twin brother. So here we again apply the principle of delete left and delete right. Then it is put in the right place in the timeline. And then back to the magic of CAPCUT. Via the crop key, the talking brother is deleted. At this point, we have to go back to the layers. Michael is set deeper, so layer 1. I want the fill of Michael to be a bit larger, so I adjusted it via scale. The result is that I have to make myself a bit bigger, too, to get the ratio right. Notice that I make a split at the beginning of my appearance. The first part stays so I can adjust the second part of myself and put it in the right place. Now the clip with Michael has to be made the same length as my appearance in this set. So that clip with the crazy face pulling is copied a few times. The timeline is adjusted so that they become the same length. In this case, I choose to click on my layer and adjust it as layer 2. When you do copy-paste of a clip, unfortunately, it is not immediately set correctly in the layers. And so I get back on track. The copied clips of Michael still contain sound. I'd better turn that off before copying. All 5 clips are selected. We go to audio, and there the volume is turned off completely.
And you can actually film within this app and import the clips into CAPCUT and further edit them there. So you can get a lot of the same effects from TikTok, but with a more sophisticated editor.
Finally, it is my time to speak. Now see for yourself where the problem arises.
More sophisticated editor.
Dear subscribers to this wonderful channel. Of course this channel is not hacked. Very dear Michael Collin, I am a great admirer of your CAPCUT story. Your videos have already taught me a lot and will continue to do so in the future. Of course, the length of my exposé is a lot longer, leaving me short of images. Step 1 is copy-pasting myself. Of course, we have to do the same with Michael's clip. At the end of my talk, I make sure to trim the clips that are too long so that everything lines up nicely. The first thing I notice is that I look away from my discussion partner. In CAPCUT, fortunately, I can quickly fix that. I select myself and then use the mirror button. The image is now mirrored, and I immediately look deep into Michael's eyes. Which does mean that I have to restore the position of myself and update something I lost sight of when copying. I had not removed the keyframes. That again means extra work to get it all just right. Tip I also got from Collin: use an animation. I do it briefly in the beginning of this video, and then we'll take a look at the end result.
And you can actually film within this app and import the clips into CAPCUT and further edit them there. So you can get a lot of the same effects from TikTok, but with a more sophisticated edit.
Dear subscribers to this wonderful channel. Of course this channel is not hacked. Very dear Collin, I am a great admirer of your CAPCUT story. Your videos have already taught me a lot, and will continue to do so in the future. The reason why I'm doing this here is prodding you some more to show more tips and tricks, but mostly because I have a question for all your subscribers here. Dear subscribers of Collin channel, I hope you will see this video. I'm a big fan of a channel called The Graham and Bob Show. In his videos, Graham edits figures that he builds all by himself. His clouds represent the so-called Bobs. These Bobs represent the First Amendment auditors, and he makes funny videos that way to make these strange figures a bit ridiculous, which they really are. He puts an enormous amount of work into that. Right now, he has an average of 10 likes on his videos with 168 subscribers. My humble question, if you would be so kind as to become a member of this channel. And second, under a certain video that I will leave as a link in the description, to write a short but funny comment in which the word Belgium appears. The producer Graham Grafian doesn't know anything about it, and I hope to give him a surprise that way. I thank everyone with a deep bow. Greetings from Belgium to Collin and to all of you.